One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
All right, good Sunday morning. I am headed to a photo shoot today. So I had to put on a full face of makeup and I'm going to touch it up when I get there. But I just wanted to let everyone know that school is officially open. I got my other phone in here with my GPS on. And hopefully, there we go, it'll stay set up. But school is open. And a lot of people have been sending me questions about school, and it's called Singles Seeking Soulmate, and what it is and who it's for and all of that, and you know what all is going to happen. So school is for folks, men and women, who are 25 and older. So if you are 25 and older, you are a man or a woman, you are relatively stable, you are employed, you are a person who cares very deeply about personal growth and being your best self. You are a person who is open-minded and a learner, like people who actually want to do the work. That's who my school is for. And if I'm being honest, can I be honest with you all? A big reason why I went into private practice, the big reason why I have my own practice and I work for myself is because I wanted to choose who I work with. I wanted to be able to choose the clients. I wanted to be able to choose the people that I work with. And I want those people to want to be there. So prior to starting my own counseling practice, I worked for another group practice. I worked for the city CSB. I worked for other mental health organizations. And I had to work with people who were court mandated. I had to work with people who were hospitalized. I had to work with everybody. I could not pick and choose the clients that I had. I just had to work with everybody. Whoever walked in the door, I had to work with them. I had to work with people who were going through all kinds of issues that I technically wasn't trained in or wasn't certified in. So I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I didn't feel comfortable working with substance abusers. I'm not a CSAC, a certified substance abuse counselor. I didn't feel comfortable working with people in grief. I'm not a grief and loss specialist. Like, there are people coming in for all these different reasons, and I knew the population that I wanted to work with. I knew the people that I felt most passionate about and that I wanted to get more training, more certifications in that, okay? So I said, you know what? The top of the mountain for me is working for myself, because I get to consult with, I consult with every client. Every client who reaches out to me, every client who calls me, or messages me, or sends me a message through my email, through my website, I set up a consult. And even my colleagues say, really, you consult with every client, every potential client? I'm like, yes, because there's a certain client that I want to work with. I do not want to drag people into therapy. I do not want to work with people who don't want to be there. I do not want to work with people who are shut down and closed-minded. I'm not interested in that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why are you here? like I've had people walk into therapy. I don't believe in therapy. I don't believe in any of this crap. Okay, then why are you here? Why are you using your insurance benefits or paying out of pocket? Like, that don't make no sense to me. But yeah, I've had a lot of that. And I've had people say, I don't want a female therapist. I don't want a black therapist. And I'm just like, you know what? You know what? So I work for myself. I consult with every client that I have. Every client that I've had a consult with them and their partner. And I've niched down my practice to couples therapy. I did that last year. Last year in January, I decided I wanted to be a couples therapist only. And so I niched down my practice. I see 90% of the people I see are couples. The other 10% are individuals of either a former couple or an individual that I already had on my caseload. But that's the population I'm most passionate about. Now, in my coaching program, the population I'm most passionate about is singles. I am most passionate about working with single people who want to be married, want to be in a committed relationship, want to show up as the best possible mate they can, okay? People who are passionate about healthy relationships, about marriage, people who are Christian. Like, those are the people that I want to work with. And yes, you know, if you're younger than 25, I've got some new couples that are younger than 25. But if you're younger than 25, your prefrontal cortex hasn't cooked yet, so I'm going to say 25 and up. But those are the people that I'm most passionate working with, okay? So, you know, I opened up this school because I'm hoping and praying that it is an opportunity for the people who are really serious, the people who are really serious about finding their lifelong mate, people who are serious about marriage, people who are serious about commitment, okay? And then people who are serious about personal growth. Because can I be honest with you? It's a whole lot of people out here that look at videos and listen to podcasts and, you know, read books. They don't apply it. They don't apply a single thing that they learn. They are not serious about truly growing as a person. They are going to, you know, listen to this stuff to say they did it. They're going to tell other people, yeah, I read that attached book. Okay, are you applying anything from it? Are you working on becoming more securely attached? The answer is no. I want people who are open-minded, people who are, you know, getting ready or are ready. I want people who want to be better. That's how we're going to turn this world around. We have to get all those people together. We have to get those men and women together to make healthy families, to have healthy marriages, to build healthy communities. We are not going to make the world better by sitting around and complaining about it and hating each other. We're part of the problem. So school is for people that want to be a part of the solution. That's what school is for. Red John Sanford says they don't believe in therapy because they don't want to change. They just want to complain. Exactly. So I want you to be of sound mind. I want you to want. You have to be willing, right? You have to be willing to do the work. You do not have to be a perfect person because you're flawed. You are imperfect. The fall has told me that. Okay? So you're not always going to get it right, but you're going to learn and grow and apply what you're learning. And then you are going to be in a safe space with other single people, other men and women. And who knows? You have the opportunity to meet someone of the opposite sex that you could have a healthy relationship with, that you could court and eventually marry. That is the goal. Okay? So every week, and I have gone back and forth about this, about how to set up the course. So there's a course that I've created called Relationship Skills 101. And I've gone back and forth about how to set that course up in the sense of you really should be going through one module at a time. So one module a week. One module a week will be released. It'll be a video by me. It'll also have homework underneath the video, things that you're going to do. And then we're going to have a Zoom call once a week. So once a week on Monday evening, We will have our Zoom call, and then right after that Zoom call, that week's video, that week's module, that week's homework for the next call is going to be released. And originally I thought about just posting up all the videos, all the modules. I said, nope, I'm not going to do that. Now, as people come into the school later, they'll have access to all the videos and all the modules, and we'll kind of cycle through it again. But I said, no, I'm actually going to run it concurrently on a schedule. And that way everybody's kind of on the same page. And then anybody who comes in later can catch up. But I didn't want to see people just sitting down, because that's what y'all do. Can I be honest? That's what y'all do. Y'all get a course. You sit down in one day. You go through all the videos, all the modules. You don't do the homework. You don't do the journaling or the reflection. And you don't retain anything that you've learned. You don't talk to anyone about it. Like, the goal here is it is a teaching program. That's what's behind it, to actually teach you and guide you through the skills and the tools, and then talk about them as a group, and then to actually go out into the world and apply them. Okay? Once a month, we will have happy hour, or it'll be a speed dating event where basically I will handpick a man, a woman, and they will come on Zoom. They will chat with each other for 10 minutes and just get to know each other. And then I will send them a form where they can assess each other. They can kind of assess each other's social skills. So not a physical assessment, okay? I had some questions about that. Not a physical assessment. You're going to assess that person's like social skills and how they showed up and the questions that they asked, and if they seem friendly and if they seem warm and open and smiling. That's what you're assessing. Okay, we're not assessing anyone's physical characteristics because, can I be honest, for most of us, physical attractiveness is subjective. So, what one person finds is hot and sexy, another person does not. So I'm not going to get off in the weeds on that. I don't understand that whole rating system. I don't get it, because again, there's some men in the world that find me attractive and there's some men in the world that don't. So, okay. And just understand, when we're talking about someone who mates with our soul, when we're talking about a heart mate, it's not just about physical appearance. We have to be willing to go deeper than that. That's what's hemming the world up now. We are so hung up on the physicality of a person. We don't even mesh with their soul. We don't even mesh with their heart. And that is what really makes a healthy long-term relationship. It's not what the person looks like. It's not how they dress. It's not how tall they are. It's not how big their butt is. It's not how their hair looks. It's none of that. It's none of that. And that's why a lot of people, like, y'all don't understand when you see certain relationships, and let's say one of the people in the relationship is what we would consider to be attractive, right? Oh, that person's fine. That person's considered to be socially attractive. And let's say the other person is not. Like, y'all are lost. Y'all are completely lost. Like, well, why is he like her? Why does she want him? He's short, or she's ugly, but she's a plain Jane. Because you all are so phony and fake and shallow, you don't see their hearts. Like, you don't see the hearts of both of those people, or you don't see the heart of the person who's short or plain Jane. You don't know how that person is touching the heart of that other person. But that's 2025. Can I be honest? All right, Atlee Elmont. I'm getting off here. Y'all don't see the heart of people. You see the wallet, you see the beauty and the booty, or what they can do for you. It's kind of sad, and I've had some guys even say to me, oh, this last guy you dated, he's not that attractive. Okay, do you like men? Like, what is it to you? Like, you don't know the heart of that person. You don't know the needs that that person met in my life. Right? And it's not just about what they look like. Now, the last man I dated was very tall, you know. He was very tall, and most women would say, oh, well, he's very tall, 6'4". But you don't know what my heart saw in his heart, what my soul saw in his soul. And that's what irks me about people today, period. Is all they care about is the superficial. They really feel like that's all that matters, is the superficial stuff. It irks me to my soul, because it's like, no wonder y'all can't find love. No wonder y'all can't find anything long-term and effective, because you're worried about stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. You worried about dumb stuff. Okay? And you basing it on money. You basing it on status. You basing it on success. You basing it on the person's body, their height. Just dumb stuff. Red John Sanford says, and that's what most guys think about is peach. Anytime a guy approach a woman and he try to connect with her, all he want is some butt. And this is universal. The agenda is, you know what? Yep. Well, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna find love in no behind. Okay? You ain't gonna find genuine love in no wallet, in no status, in no fame. Right? That's why God strips us of all of that. I love this scripture. I gotta find it, and I'm gonna post it under here, where it talks about those of you who want to be first. Those of you who want to be first need to be last. That's what I love about it. Because he's telling you, you got to take all that stuff off. You want to impress me? You got to take all that stuff off. You got to get rid of all that stuff. And y'all, if I'm being honest, I'm working on that myself. Right? I'm working on that myself. I really am. I consider myself to be deep, but I am working on that myself. Like, seriously, Anita, try to see the heart of this person. Try to see the soul of this person. Like, stop making it about, sir, you have the right of way. Okay, I'm going to go, sir. Try to stop making it about, just superficial stuff. I'm working on it. And look, I dated some fine men, like I said. But here's what I realized. If I could be transparent, guess what I realized about dating a fine man? It was my low self-esteem. It was my low self-esteem, y'all. Can I be honest? My low self-esteem needed a fine man. It needed a beautiful man because it made me feel beautiful. And then once I felt good about myself, once I loved myself, once I realized that God made someone so perfect, so beautiful, so amazing, so intellectual, so kind, so warm, all the things. Like, once I really realized who I was, man, please, I didn't need no fine man. I didn't need no man to validate me or validate my beauty or anything about me. But if I'm being honest, when I was young, right, and I didn't feel good about myself, I had low self-esteem, I needed a fine man. I needed a man with a six-pack. I needed a tall man. I needed a man with good hair. Okay? I needed all of that. And it wasn't for love. It was for my self-esteem. Y'all not willing to admit that. And there's some men on here. Y'all not willing to admit that woman, that fine woman with the big butt and the big yitties that everybody want to get with, it's not about love. It's about your low self-esteem. That's why you're doing that. You want the envy of other men. That's what's really going on. But see, you're not mature enough. You're not vulnerable enough to admit that. Okay? But I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I recognized that. I kid y'all not. I finally recognized that. I was like, I don't think this got nothing to do. Like, I think this is me. I think I'm insecure. I think I have low self-esteem. That's why I'm doing this. Right? And there was one guy, if I'm being honest, if I'm being real honest, okay? I was 25 or 26. I dated one guy, fine as all outdoors, okay? Living in Atlanta. We met at church. We met at New Birth. Met at church. Dude was a model. I mean, just beautiful. Just a beautiful man. Beautiful, beautiful man. And I used to think about it. Even now, I say, I don't think I loved him. I was with him for 2 years. But I don't think I loved him. Right? I don't think I was in love with him. And I don't even think I loved him. I think I liked him. And again, if I'm being honest, you know, he made me look good. like, can I be honest? He made me look good. I dated a man that other women envied me. They wanted my man. And by default, that gave me clout, or it blew up my ego. 'Cause look, when he told me he was going out to LA, and he had been telling me for a couple months, you know, I'm going out to LA. I know you want to go to LA. You know, we always talk about going to LA and getting our career started and blah, 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 right? He's like, but I'm going out to LA, you know, to really like blow up my modeling career. And I never forget, he came up to my job. I was in the middle of a shift, y'all. And so I came and talked to him. He's like, I'm leaving for LA, you know, tonight. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I got to do this. You know, like, I don't know what you're waiting on, but he was just, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I was like, bye. Okay. I did not feel any kind of way. I did not shed a tear. And then I really reflected. I was like, I did not love him. I was not in love with him. I was with him because what he did for my ego. And y'all, see, this is where the work for me really began. It began in my late 20s. And that's why I always tell women, like, please do the work. I got married at 30 because I woke up. You know, I woke up to the fact that, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You need to work on yourself. You need to start prioritizing what really matters. You are wasting a lot of time. You're wasting your entire 20s. You need to get your ish together. And I'm so thankful that I did. And even though my marriage didn't last, I'm glad I experienced marriage. I'm glad I experienced motherhood. But it's because I had to get my ish together. And I had to wake up and really, you know, stop my nonsense, stop my fake, phony, you know, superficial nonsense. I was like, no, you're better than this. You dating guys because they make you look good? Like, you're in full-on relationships with men that make you look good? No. Why don't you try meeting a person and just trying to see their heart, trying to feel their heart, trying to see their soul? Like, stop that. And how about this, Anita? Why don't you work on yourself? Okay? Why don't you ask yourself why you don't feel like you're enough? Why you don't feel like you're good enough? Why you don't feel like you're whatever? Because it's not about them, it's about you. You got low self-esteem. Okay? That's the problem. That's what you need to work on. And this message is for somebody. Okay? This message is for somebody. Somebody male or somebody female. You're out here seeking validation and affirmation and you know, and confirmation from a man's money, a woman's beauty, sex, you know, and all this dumb stuff, trying to be popular on, you know, Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, or, you know, you're seeking something that you feel like you ain't got. You don't feel good about yourself. That's why a lot of people can't be by themselves. They can't not be in a relationship, not have men in their phone, not, you know, be sleeping with somebody because, oh, it's like y'all don't exist. It's like you don't exist if you ain't out here with somebody. Baby, I don't need anybody to validate the life that I'm living. I don't need anybody to document the life that I'm living. Do you know, most of the time when I go somewhere or do something, I don't take video or pictures or strew together a big video montage and post it online. I know what happened. I know what I did. Look, I have video in my phone right now. When we went to Las Vegas, we went on a helicopter ride at night. And I did take video. Okay, I did take video. My daughter took video. I don't need to post that. I know what I did. I know how amazing it was. The music, the champagne. My daughter and I was up there having a good old time. And we got to see the Vegas Strip, and we got to go around the stratosphere. And I mean, it was fabulous. I don't need to post that. I know what it was. So no. Like, some of us really need to check ourselves. What are we doing this for? Seriously. Y'all are out here by the Ashland Airfield. The planes are taking off. This is where the photographer studio is. It's kind of cool. But we got to check ourselves. That's the ADHD in me, y'all. I've had some people comment on that. Anita, you'll be talking about something and you'll see something or mention something. That's my ADHD. But we got to check ourselves. We do. Evolving Lulu 74 says, I'm not dating anyone I'm not attracted to. Tried that before and it never works out and makes me realize I wasted my own time. I don't want you to date someone you're not attracted to. Attraction to me does not necessarily speak to physical. There are people in this world that I find intellectually attractive. There are people in this world that I find socially attractive. There are people in this world that I find mentally or emotionally. Let's talk about emotional attraction. Okay? It's not all about the physical. Okay? There are men who are funny. There are men who are kind. There are men who are good fathers. All that stuff turns me on. All that stuff. Now, unless all that is packaged in a body that looks like, horrible, like I'm disgusted by that person's physical body, but I'm not asking you to date someone you're not physically attracted to. I'm not saying that, but there are other ways to be attracted. Okay? There are other ways to be attracted, and we need to start focusing on those other ways. Because what 2025 and, our modern day culture, I'd say really since 2010, that's all we focus on is what people look like, is what do they look like? What do they have? And people are so much more than that. It's really sad. It's just like men coming to me now talking about my age. Like, please shut up. Like, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Can I be honest? I'm so over it. If you are hung up on age, like there are men I know who will see an attractive woman and they're like, man, she's fine. And then they'll find out, she's 46, and then that shuts them down. That's stupid. That is incredibly stupid. Like, can I be honest? That's really stupid. So yeah, to me, all it's doing is it's showing me you are not the person I want to be with. You're not the person I want to be with. All right, y'all, let me look at this. Because to me, I require something deep. And y'all are doing something dumb. Okay, let me find this. It told me to go around back, but I have no idea where back is. Here we go. Parking lot directly outside building. We're located on the second floor, left side, end of hallway. All right. So I'm going to head in. And she said, what are men saying about your age? They always got something to say. Red John Sanford says, I remember my sister making a comment and asking me why I enjoy living by myself. I said, peace of mind. And she said it would run her crazy. She liked company. I say it runs me crazy to have people around with problems. Agreed. And here's the thing. It's not about people. It's about people with issues. Okay? It's not about people. It's about people with issues. It's about low vibrational people. I love people. Especially high vibe people. Like my people? Oh my God. I could have my girls over every weekend. Can we be real? I can have my girls over every single weekend. Like, I love high vibrational people. It's the low vibrational people. It's the complainers. It's the people who do the same dumb stuff and get the same result and keep doing it. Them the people I can't be around. Okay, so that's all. But yeah, she can't be by herself. And to me, it says I don't like myself. I don't enjoy my own company. I love me. Like I said, I could date a man, and I have, can I be honest? And I was given that challenge right after I got a divorce, which is date a man, not based on looks, not based on your type. And I did just that. I wanted to prove to myself, okay, there are men out here that they may not look the way everyone wants them to look, or they may not be your type, but they're good men. They're good men. And it's not to say the guy was like hideous. No, he wasn't hideous. I found things about him physically attractive. He just was not my normal type. And he's a good guy. And he helped me. He was a bridge. He was a conduit over all of that nonsense that I had to get over in my marriage. He taught me that good men do exist. Faithful men, loyal men, loving men do exist. So yeah, ladies, maybe part of it is us. Is if we keep choosing guys that affirm the fact that men cheat, men lie, men are dogs, men can't be trusted, well then, okay, you got to look at yourself. Because I've dated a lot of great guys. And just like the physical, y'all talk about the physical abuse, I don't understand it. Because like I said, I have zero tolerance for physical abuse. But if you keep picking these people, if you keep going back to these people, it's you. So that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, I wasn't finished. The gram feel is too short, but I enjoy the right type of people, just like you said, that don't cause drama and issues. Same, yeah, same. That's it. I love people, but they have to be high vibrational people. They have to be talking about something. They have to be willing to go deep. Instagram need a bigger comments field for us to type. All right, y'all, I got to go because I got to be in here now. Okay. You will see the fruit of my labor of this shoot. I will start using a lot of these pictures, and, I'm just redoing all of my pictures. And then I have another shoot in March, April. I will, again, you'll start seeing the fruit of my labor as I get back on track, posting more and all of that. But please check out Skool. The link will be in my description. I thank you so much for rocking with me, as you all always do. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful Sunday. And as always, stay open to love.